Lake Superior Circle Tour continues 2026. End of June, we are leaving Paradise. The last video we presented was to the Vermilion Nature Preserve Lighthouse. Just stunning. Today we're going to be heading towards Whitefish Bay, which literally is to the right of this video you're looking at right now. We're going to hug the coast, stop at all the parks along the way. There's going to be a lighthouse. We're going to end up at a beautiful overlook and into the Sault Locks today, part of the Circle Tour. And then you can cross into Canada as we did previously in our Sleeping Giant Circle Tour video. So I hope you enjoy the video. It's just stunning out here. I'm at the Tequamanon Lake Superior river mouth right now. This time of year, turtles are laying their eggs, so be careful where you're stepping. Saw a big snapping turtle earlier this morning. Just stunning. Canada is on the horizon. You can't see it today, but Canada is literally on the other side of that post on the horizon. St. Mary's River down to the Sault Locks, which you're going to see today in this video. So here we are, we headed out of Paradise south on M123. We're gonna head east on West Curley's Highway along Whitefish Bay towards Bay Mills into Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Cars coming by on the highway. And then we're gonna check out the Sault Locks today and some other special things. So Curley's Highway, it hugs the coast along the Lake Superior Circle Tour. And it takes you from 123 east. I mean, just stunning parks. There's campgrounds, state campgrounds, everything. So yeah, be sure, check out. I mean, if you're doing a Lake Superior Circle Tour, I'm right on a highway here. I got to get out of here, but yeah, check it out. So we just turned off of South 123 here in Michigan. We are now on Curley's Highway heading east along Lake Superior, Whitefish Bay. And it's just stunning. Beautiful day today, June 27, 2026. Lake Superior Circle Tour. Make sure you take this route along your tour. Watch the video. We got some great videos on North American nature, animal videos, relaxation, meditation, sleep study, work videos. People seem to like what we're doing. So yeah, we're gonna stop off at all these roadside parks and give you an opportunity to see the beauty that is Her Majesty Lake Superior and more specifically Whitefish Bay. So here we are at the first stop along Whitefish Bay. We're at the Bark Dock. You can see that identified right there. We're gonna head towards the Narrows. It's a great spot, by the way, the Narrows. Past the Bayview Campground. 100% we're gonna hit the Spectacle Lake Overlook. Just stunning. We're gonna head to the lighthouse as well, through Brimley, Bay Mills, into the Sault and over to the Sault Locks. So this is Curley's Highway, and you can get to it east of 123 north or south here in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. So let's check it out. Also, the North Country Trail comes through this part of the state. I believe it goes through 7 states. We'll look that up. But the North Country Trail, it's I believe it starts on the East Coast. Just a stunning trail. I've hiked parts of it. It's always signified by this blue icon, but this will take you literally all the way through the lower and upper Tequamanon Falls towards Two-Hearted River, along Lake Superior towards Grand Marais, all through Pictured Rocks, heading west through Munising and into Wisconsin and so on. So yeah, check out the North Country Trail. Look how stunning this is though. Just stunning. Whitefish Bay. Whitefish Point is off in the distance. You cannot see it. We were at the Tequamanon River at the offset of this video, start of the video. We're heading that way, hugging the coast. All right, we are at our next stop at the Shallows. So the Shallows is water levels in Lake Superior, it says, changed dramatically over the last 10,000 years. High stage when nearly all the eastern upper peninsula was underwater. I didn't know that, followed by the last glacier. But by 8,000 years ago, the lake shrank to a narrow channel far out in what is now the bay. Okay, that's really interesting. So, Whitefish Bay. So we were previously at the Bark Dock, and now we are at right here. That's this next stop, the Shallows. We're gonna head on down. Let's check it out. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not bad. Super shallow. The Shallows. I mean, you can almost see by the color of the water, the big boulder sticking out. I don't know if it's catching on my GoPro. It is really quiet today. I've been out here when this place is roaring. But it's just stunning. Okay, here we are. Third stop along Curley's Highway on the Lake Superior Circle Tour, or just come up and visit. You don't have to be on a circle tour to come to Michigan's Upper Peninsula. No camping here. We are now at our third stop on the map. Everywhere you go, there's a map. So we started off at the Bark Dock, headed to the Shallows, which was just stunning. At the end of this video and on our site, North American Nature, you will find all kinds of stunning 4 to 6 to 8 hour videos, of nature, of Whitefish Point, Canada. You can sleep to these videos and put them on at work or home if you're studying, or just in the house. They're just gorgeous. So yeah, check out North American Nature, this channel, some of the other videos. But now we're at the North Country Trailhead, the Overlook. And after here, we're going to head to the Narrows and past the campground over to the Overlook, which we do a lot of sledding, snowmobiling, and we take Trail 8. I can't recall what it connects to, but it takes you right to this Overlook here. We're going to head there. We're going to hit the lighthouse and, yeah, through Bay Mills into the Sioux. So, yeah, this is an overlook. And it says the Native American people living along the shore when the first Europeans arrived called themselves I'm sorry. I have a lot of friends that are Native American. I'm not even going to attempt to say that, but original people, and they are now called the Chippewa or Ojibwe. They moved from season to season as different resources became available, and during the spring they camped in forest away from the shore and made sugar by cooking down sap from maple trees. So yeah, it's really interesting here. Just gorgeous, Whitefish Bay. So here's the overlook. Right now it's black fly season at the end of June, June 27th. They're flying around my head. As I mentioned, the North Country Trail cuts through at least seven states, starting on the East Coast. You'll have to look it up. I'll put a map on this video somewhere here. But this is a connector here to the North Country Trail. Let's check it out here. I do all this recording in the truck, walking around, so you get a point of view as if you were here. They got these boot brushes everywhere, so you can stop invasive species when you're hiking the North Country Trail. So, all right, here's, I just came from the Shallows. I find it hard to believe it's 11.5 miles from here. I was just there. Let's see where this trail, this takes you to the North, this is part of the North Country Trail actually. But man, this is stunning in here. I'm not gonna, okay, I've never actually been, as many times as I've been through here, I didn't know this even existed. I'm not gonna head down there, but I'm pretty confident that takes you down to the North Country Trail because it's marked. We'll have to check that out when it's not so buggy. All right, let's continue along Curley's Highway towards Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, on our tour of the shoreline, Lake Superior, Whitefish Bay, 2026. Wouldn't recommend anybody stand in the middle of a roadway like this, but it's pretty quiet out here today. Curley's Highway, just stunning. That's facing west, back towards Paradise, and we were just at Whitefish Bay, scenic lookout. Here's a North Country Trail sign. See what the other side says. Probably the same thing. Oh yeah. Every stop along the way here on Whitefish Bay, you get a nice presentation here. So here we are, Big Pine. We started all the way over here at the Bark Dock. So continue our tour here of Michigan's Upper Peninsula, Lake Superior Tour 2026, Whitefish Bay Scenic Byway in the Hiawatha National Forest. Okay, green gold and blue gold, water, sand, and fire, pine trees and blueberries. Over thousands of years, waves and wind built up large areas of sand along the shores of Whitefish Bay. Pine trees grow well on sandy soil, and blueberries often thrive. Yeah, this is a day-use park, thus the sign as you enter. There is no camping, overnight camping, at this location. The DNR, Department of Natural Resources, which is a law enforcement agency here in Michigan, as well as the state troopers, you will receive a ticket. As we continue our Whitefish Bay Scenic Byway tour of the Hiawatha National Forest right here. Lake Superior, Whitefish Bay. It's also part of the Lake Superior Circle Tour. Here's a beautiful lighthouse. We'll get a little closer for you here in a minute. It's called the Blue Highway, obviously. The water's blue. And again, here's where we started. I've taken you through all these amazing stops. And yeah, here we are, right there. Check it out. All right, here we are at the lighthouse. I should have took a video of the lighthouse. Let me turn around. There's a married couple there. I don't want to interrupt them, but there's the beautiful lighthouse. Turn around here for those lighthouse aficionados. Kind of bushwhacking it here. Oh, look at that. That's beauty. You can actually take a tour to the top of that. So that's beautiful. We got one more stop. We're going to stop at that amazing lookout. Wait till you see this, folks. Gorgeous. So this, you can get down to the bay either to the right of the parking lot or this way. I chose to go left. Big shout out to my man CJ. Keep running into CJ and his wife along all these stops, so I had to shout out. Hopefully he's following the channel. CJ, if you're watching this, give me a shout out on one of the comments. So here we are looking at Canada over there. Every time I'm here, due to the nature of where this is at, the narrowing, I'm thinking, again, I'm not a science guy or a geologist, biologist, but it's always windy here due to where this sits. That's my guess. We started the tour way around that bend. Just stunning. Okay, let's head to our next stop on Lake Superior Circle Tour, or if you're just touring Michigan's Upper Peninsula along Lake Superior. We have other videos on North American Nature's channel featuring trips along Lake Superior to Sleeping Giant, Two-Hearted River, Vermilion Nature Preserve Lighthouse, and more. Dozens and dozens of great animal shorts. Check it out, North American Nature. Like it, subscribe, share it. Tell your friends about it. It's not a business, it's for the love of nature, Mother Earth. All right, this looks like more like I'm going the right way. It says RVs not recommended on this road. I would agree with that. When you see this road in a minute, the last time I was up here years ago, not on a side-by-side or snowmobile, it was a real narrow road. It says 1 lane ahead. Yeah, that's why. Here we go. Continuing our tour along Lake Superior, Whitefish Bay, Lake Superior Circle Tour, going to this lookout, which is just gorgeous. Yeah, oh, they redid the road since the last time I was here. I'll try to put my camera out here so you get a better look. I have no idea what I was filming there, so I better hold on to the GoPro here. There's a historic Native American cemetery at the top here to the left. Just beautiful. Pretty narrow road. If I've got a big old Silverado here, Chevy. I'm a Chevy guy. I've had Fords and Dodges, so I don't want to hear about it, but I prefer my Chevy. So here's the trail system here. So it's kind of cool. It says stay right, Groom Snowmobile Trail, December 1st through March 31st. We had a lot of snow in Michigan's Upper Peninsula this year, God's country. I mean, it was a great year for sledding. I call it sledding. Some people call it snowmobiling, snow machines if you're from Alaska. But wait till you see this lookout. It is just gorgeous. All right, here we are. Here's the historic cemetery to the left. We're gonna park and check it out. Okay, up on Mission Hill. This steep hill formed, it says, about 5,000 years ago when high lake levels flooded the area below. Its name comes from a Methodist Indian mission established in 1856 along the shore about 2 miles to the northwest. The treaty of 1855 provided 40 and 80-acre allotments on Mission Hill to the Ojibwe or Chippewa people. All right, so we started again. This is redundant. At Bark Dock, we made our way all along. You just saw the lighthouse, and here we are in the Bay Mills Indian community. And here we are, right here. We're gonna look at Spectacle Lake and Lake Superior. So here we are at the lookout. You got Canada on the horizon. I don't know if my GoPro's picking up. I don't think it is, but there's a big iron ore ship heading west. It's gonna traverse Whitefish Point and head to Minnesota, Wisconsin.
I figured out the setting for right here.
You can snowmobile up here. We do it often. There's a loop over here. It's a loop. Got some great trails here also. It is Saturday, the 27th of June, 2026. Beautiful trail. Not really sure where it goes, but it goes somewhere. Trying to get you a better view here. Different view. Here you go. Trying to... I think my GoPro settings are proper to see the blue sky, but... Next stop is Sault Ste. Marie and the Sault Locks. And then we're going to go to Clyde's Burgers, get a burger. I highly recommend Clyde's Burgers in the Sault. Right down from the locks, and there's also, and we'll go get it on video, a retired freighter you can pay. It's a museum, and it's just stunning. I highly recommend you take the tour of the freighter. We'll go get it on video here coming up. So here we are in the Sault Locks. It's a park. No weapons allowed. They check you at the gate. Got a visitor center over here. We parked over there. There's the boat tour. That's a cool thing. I got to do that. So here's a viewing platform. There's nothing coming through the locks right now, not that I can see. We'll go up top. I'm sure these people are waiting for, they probably know more than I do. So yeah, we'll definitely go check it out. Again, we're in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. There's also a Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, named after Marie by the French. True story. Here we are in the visitor center of the Sault Locks. 500.4 billion value attributed to iron ore shipped to the Sault Locks each year. Wow, it's a lot. Most freighters have a crew of 19 to 25 people. That's what a lock looks like. What is in all those boats? Well, let's see here. Here's where they ship through, by the way. Oh, you can see me. It's okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sault Locks. The name of the ship currently entering the Sault Locks from the lower St. Mary's River or Lake Huron level is the Dirk Espernankenborg with the barge Michigan Trader. They are owned and managed by the Nankenborg 7 barge. Together they are 857 feet long by 78 feet wide. This tug was built in Marinette, Wisconsin in 1990, and the barge by Bay Shipbuilding Company out of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin in 2020. The previous name was the Joseph H. Thompson. They are registered in the United States, have a maximum cargo capacity of 37,512 tons. Typical cargo is iron ore, and the vessel type is a tug barge composite unit. Originally named the Thompson.
All right, that's the visitor center here at the Sault Locks. Be sure to check it out. One more stop along the tour today. We're going to go get a Clyde's Burger. Also along the way, right before we get to Clyde's Burger, is a museum of a retired ship. So cool. So make sure you check that out. I don't know if I'm going to have enough battery left on this GoPro to record that, but it was great being in the Sault and Michigan's Upper Peninsula these last couple weeks. Hope you enjoyed our video. Before I end the video, I'm going to see if I can get a shot of Sugar Island. Yep, there's an island up here called Sugar Island. So that's where Clyde's Burgers is. Gotta check it out. So good. Definitely want to pay the small fee and tour that Valley Camp freighter here. It is really neat inside. You get to go in the hall, the bow, up top. Up there is the captain's quarters. You can climb all this stuff. Pretty cool. Check it out. All right, we are at the end of our video today here in the Sault. That is the Sugar Island Ferry. Just a quick trip across the water there. See if I can catch it for you. I walk around, I try not to get people in my video out of privacy rights. Shouldn't put people in a video if they don't want to be in it. Plus, you can make an argument they're out in public, but I try to be respectful of people. So yeah, that's Sugar Island right there. It's just a quick ride across. A lot of people live there. Hop on the ferry. Here's the island. Probably can't see that, but I think the rates are over here. Here we go. Rates. So round trip, $20 for a vehicle. Senior, disabled, $10. My senior, I'm in my 60s. So yeah, here's what it looks like. And that's Canada over there. Yeah. Sault, Ontario. We have Sault, Michigan, Sault, Ontario. All right, well, there's Clyde's Burgers. So I'm going to enjoy my burger and hope you enjoyed the video along Whitefish Bay into Sault. Tried to show you what the locks look like. And yeah, check out some more of our videos on North American nature. And catch upcoming videos of more Circle Tour and other places, Marquette, Munising, Pictured Rocks, and then some. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.